God of Abraham, you're the God of covenants, faithful promises. Time and time again, you have proven you do just what you say. Though the storms may come and the winds may blow, I'll remain steadfast and let my heart learn when you speak a word, it will come to pass. Great is your faithfulness to me. Great is your faithfulness to me. From the rising sun to the setting same, I will praise your name.
All right, guys, thanks for joining the channel. Right. So what we're going to talk about today is hatred. All right. Because this is on my heart. This will be a short video, of course. I don't like to do long videos on the live stream on Instagram. Sorry, I haven't done one of these in a long time. As you know, most of our videos are. I've streamed on Twitch probably more than Instagram, but I should do both. Sorry about that. And most of the videos we have online are on our YouTube. All right. And you can also access a lot of the videos on the Facebook page as well. All right. But it's shared everywhere on Flickr, Tumblr, Pinterest, Twitter, TikTok. Of course, you can access it through the website as well, www.dudewiththebible.com, through Instagram, of course, and and a ton of other places. Blogger, did I mention that already? Cacao, or I think I'm saying that right, but I love that platform too. All right, so this is Minister Jay. Guys, thank you so much for joining the live stream. And I just want to talk on hatred, okay? So what does the Bible say about hatred? How does God feel about it, right? So 1 John 4, verse 20 says, if anyone says, I love God and hates his brother, he is a liar. For he who does not love his brother, whom he has seen, cannot love God, whom he has not seen. All right, 1 John 2, verse 9, whoever says he is in the light and hates his brother is still in darkness. Proverbs 10, verse 12, hatred stirs up strife, but love covers all offenses. All right, guys, so we've seen in, increase in racial tension in America. We've seen an increase in divorce rates. We've even seen an increase in issues with parents and their adult children. We've seen issues more recently, which are really surprising, with the Asian hate crimes all throughout America, which we really heard about even worse, cases in Canada and in Australia, right? And when I hear about these things, it's the root of it is hatred and sin, right? And that hatred, which is, its birthplace is bias and racism and partiality. We don't understand that the people who are doing the harassment are very prideful, right? Or some of those crimes are apparently the FBI is reporting that it's just, in some instances it's typical like crime, regular crime, and not necessarily the root of it is racism. So those are already happening, but we do know and have confirmed that there is an issue with hate crimes especially against the elderly in the Asian community, the Southeast Asian community, AAPI community. And we should not stand for it. Stand up for yourselves and, make sure your voice is heard, because it is important. That is how we've seen so much change in this country, is by people standing up and As a Christian, right, I can say this: the the thing I want to see more of is Asian people, African, Afro Latino, African American people or biracial people in the church leading these talks and these discussions in our communities. I believe we should be leading it, right? To stand against hate, to advocate for love and peace, right? And bringing us together. If you got to do a coffee seminar, if you have to do coffee and bagels in like the city center, or work with the police department to advocate for standing up with our Asian brothers and sisters to fight for what is important. Okay, I honestly believe that uh, Christians should be at the forefront of it. You may not be picketing, with signs, or you may not be, marching, but there's nothing wrong with a silent march. There's nothing wrong with um, going to the park and just getting a circle of friends together and praying. Put on hey, we're praying for our Asian community members, or we stand with you, our allies. You'll find that you have many allies who would be willing to do this in your respective towns and states, but stand up together. And I think the church should be doing it more than just praying, but doing some things. Let people know that you're serious about it, right? You pray in secret, but also you can go to write your local assemblyman or your local rep in the government and say, hey, what are we doing to combat the hatred? Okay, bringing awareness to this situation for our children, right? I find that when things are going crazy in society, as adults, we often forget how much racism and racial slurs and bullying that happens to children in um, even elementary school, especially in junior high school and high school, especially. So, guys, we need to help in advocating for changing culture. But remember, God doesn't like hatred either. That's what we see here in 1 John 4:20, 1 John 2:9, Proverbs 10 verse 12. Okay? Because the reason why sin exists is this started from Lucifer. Satan himself wanted to separate the angels of God. He wanted God's seat in heaven. His pride started that. And Satan lives his life to harass the people who love God, and to harass his society and persuade us to have infighting and to hate one another, when really we should be, pointing all of our energy to Satan himself. He should be the direction of our harassment, because we're truly at war with him, right? But guys, I just wanted to make this stream because I've met some amazing people from the Southeast Asian community and the East Asian community. All of my brothers and sisters through so many countless ministries and churches that I've been involved in have been such a blessing to me. And it's just strange because so many people around me, I feel like no one ever mentions like, well, no one around me. Yeah, I have a big family, a big ecosystem, and no one around me complains about Asian people. They don't hate Asian people. You know, so it's just like a phenomenon. I know the harassment that people are going through. It's of the devil. It's disgusting, because although it doesn't make sense to me, I won't write it off and saying that it doesn't exist. I know it exists because there is racism and bias and partiality and hatred in the world. But moving forward, my friends, this is particularly for Christian people. Let's advocate for unity, love, and peace. All right. And let's move in a very counter-cultural way, because the current culture, it breeds bias and racism. Let's stand against it. All right. So we'll be praying for you guys. We'll also be, you'll have allies who are willing to stand and fight with you guys. You see it online in the comments. And you're going to have your naysayers and people who are counter to, whatever and complain about whatever. But those are those people, right? But let's stand up for one another's humanity and fight for a better world. All right. And sometimes these hiccups happen in history, but we can overcome them. And it starts with you. It starts with me, the individual. All right. God bless you. Love you guys. Don't forget, this is the Dude with the Bible podcast and YouTube channel. And you can catch all of our free stuff on the website. Man, this is my second video on this. But hey guys, let's keep working at it and keep praying and supporting one another. Make your voices be heard. God bless you.